Good day, everyone. Welcome once again to our Lenten reflections. I'm standing outside the new port of entry in Madawaska. It's quite a substantial building, and it's a very, very impressive, and I'm sure it's a building that was well needed. But I must admit, my attention is always drawn to the artistic piece of this, and I'm especially drawn to the artistic rendition of the star on the Acadian flag. That flag is a representation of that Acadian culture that is shared amongst the people from Canada on that side of the river and we on this side of the river. It's that connection that I find interesting. But to the point of this coming Sunday's Gospel, we are reminded of the transfiguration of Jesus, how Jesus was transfigured before Peter, James, and John on that mountain. He became white. His clothing was white. And the apostles were absolutely petrified. They were so scared because, after all, they had never seen this Jesus, which was transfigured before them. But not only that, Moses and Elijah appears, representing the law and the prophets. Here they come to Jesus. The law and the prophets come to Jesus on that mountain. And now the disciples are probably even more frightened than before. Then a voice, no less, comes from the heavens. And so the disciples watch this transfiguration of Jesus. I guess what really draws my attention this weekend is not so much what has happened to Jesus, but what is happening to Peter, James, and John with Jesus on that mountain. They are absolutely transformed. They must have come down that mountain very differently than they went up it. That mountain transformed the apostles, which is what really happened here, a transformation. If I'm not mistaken, the artistic representation of the star sits pretty much where the golden arches sat for McDonald's. There used to be a restaurant here, there used to be homes over here, and over the last 2 years or so, we have watched this whole area become transformed. Like Peter, James, and John, we need to turn to Jesus so that He can transform our lives. We remember His transfiguration, but more importantly, I think it's to focus our attention upon Peter, James, and John and what has happened to them on that mountain. Transformations in our lives are vital, and therefore we need the guidance of the Holy Spirit and the power of Jesus to transform our lives as we recall His transfiguration. God's blessings.